Hey, welcome inside the treasure chest. I'm Frank. My wife Janelle, that's recording me, sell on eBay. And she sells actually full-time on eBay from stuff that she finds at garage sales, thrift stores, and wherever else for that matter. I help her out on nights and weekends. And now we are, at this time of recording, it's Labor Day. Monday night, evening-ish. I'm packing up all our orders from the weekend. We went to our state fair for a couple nights out of town. It's the next city over, a couple hours away, but we got a hotel room with Frankie, our son Frankie. Did a little weekend trip with him before he started school. Had a ton of fun. Now we're back to pack our orders. So far we have 19 parcels going out, and I'll show you quickly what's sold. First thing is a baby gun plush. It's a yellow giraffe, and that sold for $49.95. We found that for about 50 cents, I believe, at a garage sale. And that's been listed since May, actually. So it took a little while to sell, but we definitely made some profit on that. Next thing we sold are some women's panties. They are PLAYTEX Super Look, and that we've had since July. And at the time of this recording, we're in September. And that sold for $15.50. That is new old stock, as you can see. Next thing we sold is a Crayola Crayon Halloween costume. I believe Janelle just listed that. She found that at a garage sale for probably like $2, I believe. And that sold fairly quick. I think we've had that for a while and we haven't listed it yet. We're waiting until about this time of year to sell it. We'll list Halloween stuff year round. It's just we had a lot of other summer seasonal stuff we wanted to get listed first. We wanted to make sure we got that listed. And then we said, all right, it's getting close. We better hurry up and start getting our Halloween stuff listed now. That's going out the door for $22. Sold a record. A BB King record. We've had that listed since February. Records are very slow movers, waiting for the right seller, but we list a lot of them. So we get a steady flow of them out the door. Got a huge lot of them. If you haven't watched our videos, I mentioned that for a little while we were buying huge lots of records for pretty cheap, and we just sit on them, list them in between other listings. You know, whenever we got some time, we'll take a day to list a whole mess load of records. Anyway, BB King Together Again, out the door for $9.95, and that'll go media mail shipping. Next thing we sold is one of Janelle's favorite plushes she found so far. She was kind of sad that it sold so fast. It's peanut butter brown bear plush. She found that at the bins, so that was probably less than $1. That's going out the door for $24.99.
I think that's a gun plush, right?
It's a raspberry plush.
Oh, raspberry. That's what it is. Okay, yep. One of those. Raspberry peanut butter.
I got a cool listing. Well, at least I find cool. I'm not much of a plush guy. You guys, some of you might think plush is cool. I think this is cool. It's a beer sign that I purchased we went out to Cincinnati for a reseller rally. Had a ton of fun, but we also hit some garage sales in the mornings when there really wasn't much going on. We left the hotel and hit the area for some garage sales. I found this Busch beer sign, and I picked it up. I paid up a little bit for it. Paid about $25 I paid for that. And that just now sold. So we had that back in June actually, but we just listed it recently because I had to get a light bulb for it and clean it up. Never really found the time to do it. Finally got around to doing it. And it sold fairly quick. That sold for $115. Also, just to give you a note, over the weekend we had a lot of international sales. So yeah, out of the 19 orders that we got going out, we've got 4 international sales over the weekend. So don't be afraid to do international sales. I could do a video on that down the road on how to set your account up for international. We ship everything through Pirate Ship that goes out international. So it ends up being a lot cheaper than going through the eBay shipping program. You do what works for you, but with Pirate Ship, we notice we get quite a few international sales. Gives us a little bit of an edge on keeping the international shipping pretty affordable for people in other countries. So it just, if you're not doing international shipping already, it might be something you want to look into. It'll give you, maybe a 15-20% boost in sales. Next thing we sold is a mini casserole dish. Now it's kind of funny about this casserole dish. We were gone over the weekend, and I gradually check my phone on what sold and stuff, and I noticed that there was a sold for a casserole dish, and I kind of looked at Janelle. I'm like, really? I got to pack a big, huge casserole dish? She goes, no, don't worry. It's a small one. So it's a little 8-ounce petite round casserole dish that she listed back in June. And that's going out the door for $18. So that's it for this batch. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff packed up. I'll get another batch up here of other stuff that's sold for you and show you what went out. While I'm packing this stuff, check out some of our footage from the state fair where we were at and show you some of the fun we had.
Here we go. Good deal. All right. So, the first thing that you will notice.
All right, I hope you enjoyed our footage from the New York State Fair. Got my next batch up here. We got our first batch packed. Not labeled yet. I still got to print the labels for that, so we'll definitely do that. That beer sign, I priced it out for you guys just to let you know. UPS ground. It's a 9 by 9 by 11 box. 6 pounds, 15 ounces with the extra foam I put in there and all that nonsense. It's going from upstate New York to Arkansas. And that is going to come to $20 and change. I don't remember the exact change, whatever. It's $20. And the buyer paid $25 for UPS ground. I'm very confident that it will get there safely and good. And I believe $25 is a fair amount for shipping. Sold a Grinch plush that's been listed since April, going out the door for $18.99 plus shipping. Sold a Thai Pluffies Baby Woods Blue Bear, going out the door for $24.99 plus shipping. Sold a Stephen King The Shining first print, right? Yeah, first glossy silver printing. Janelle just listed that like a couple weeks ago. It's going out the door for $17 plus shipping. Janelle's a little jealous that that's getting sold because she is a huge Stephen King fan.
Yeah, I've had a couple first printing paperbacks up for sale, and I wish I had somewhere to keep them, somewhere to display them, but just don't really have the room.
Sold a Masters of the Universe microbursts. Busts, okay. Janelle's gonna have to help me out with this one. Going out the door for $87 plus shipping to Texas. You'll have to help me out with that one there.
They're exactly what it shows on the box. They're like little statues, micro busts of the characters.
Oh, so they're figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. There was actually no solds when I listed these. There was one listed for sale for a little bit higher. I priced mine a little bit lower, and it sold. So that was good.
Sold a Louis Armstrong record for $12.95, and that is going to South Korea, another international order. Sold a Care Bears out the door for $80 plus shipping. Tell our viewers, honey, are all Care Bears, vintage Care Bears, worth it, or just certain ones?
Certain ones. I don't even know. This one isn't even really vintage. It's from 2006, but it's rare. I can't remember now the exact
So certain rare Care Bears. I mean, I imagine there's some common Care Bears that are out there.
Right, and I mean, because this one's got that hairy look or whatever, I don't know. And it's a Amigo bear. And this one wasn't coming up at all. I had the only one that I could find, and so I priced it up a little bit, and somebody liked it. Somebody got it, so it was good.
Sold a pretty cool game, an adult game, not a children's game. Just give you a little heads up on that one. A Hot Affair with Your Partner adult board game, complete, new, factory sealed. Listed that in July. Where did we find this? I think a garage sale, wasn't it?
You found that. That might have been at a
thrift store, maybe? I got it for cheap. I know that. I can't remember. That's going out the door for $21.99, and that is an adult game of the year. Sold. Okay, so if you watched one of my last videos, I have a disclaimer. I gotta admit my mistake. I thought we sold all these. And the only reason I thought we sold all these is because when I pulled the order, it was the last one in the box. Little did I know, we got a whole nother box of these listed. Bought a bunch of them last year. We didn't make a ton of profit on each one, but it added up to all right profit. I mean, they trickle out here. It's a vintage Fisher peanuts jar. They used to come filled with peanuts back in the day, and then you get, when you eat all your peanuts, you got a beer mug. Pittsburgh Steelers one. We got ones from all different football teams and baseball teams, and that one sold for $9.95 out the door. We sold them for a lot cheaper. I've sold some for $7, $8. We've been playing with the price all year. I put them on sale. I take them off sale. I raise the price. I lower the price. I increase the promoted. So. But they move, so just stay tuned to the listing, you know, and adjust the price accordingly, refresh it. Sold a Game Boy Advance carrying tote bag. We have had that a long time, so long that we don't even have a SKU on it.
Well, November.
Yeah, November. We started September of last year, and so we're here in Labor Day, and it's sold. So
For whopping $10.
$10 out the door. It's international shipping to Canada, actually. And I don't know, I thought I saw YouTube videos that like carrying cases for consoles sell. I'm not buying them anymore. I've walked by many of them since then.
I've picked up a few maybe at the bins or something, or if they're $1, I might pick them up. But
let me know in the comments. Is there a certain kind that sell? I don't know. Whatever. Interesting sale over here. This is a set of hubcaps. You probably saw, if not, go watch our other videos. I bought these, it was, I wouldn't say it was a bad buy. I don't know. I wish I paid less for them. I don't know if it was really worth it. I forgot how much I paid for it. You'd have to go back and watch it.
40 or 45 for all
Did
of
I
them.
really? Okay, so this wasn't the only set I bought. These are going out the door for $50 plus shipping. I paid $40 for all of them. There's a whole nother set of them. And then I got some mix match ones too that you might be able to hang on a wall or something. But they sold. So at least we got our money back on that. I was kind of kicking myself after when I made that video. I'm like, man, why did I even buy them? But Janelle's biggest bucket list item, by the way, a little bolo item for you. Vintage McDonald's ashtrays. We haven't found any yet.
Not just any McDonald's ashtrays, not the metal ones, but the glass ones.
I'll put comps up here for you and show you.
No, I mean, it's not
We've been wanting to find them forever.
I mean,
Janelle mainly. She has been looking at like every ashtray trying to find them. Hasn't found them. Also, sold a bat. The Louisville Slugger TPX bat. 2112 out the door for. We don't know much about bats, but definitely comp them. I mean, we don't know much about bats, and we sell some, but a lot of times you can find them for fairly cheap, a few bucks, kind of like golf clubs. So even if you pick up a bad one, you're only gonna be out a few bucks, and that's a few dollar learning experience. You know not to get that one next time. And our last item here is a Bark Haunted Hounds Lucky the Cat with speakers. It's a dog toy plush.
Lucky doesn't look very
It doesn't really have, I don't think it has real speakers, does it? It's just
Squeakers.
Squeakers. If I'd read the listing, guys, we'd be a lot better off. There's no speakers. It's a squeaker.
Poor Lucky.
Poor Lucky. Well, poor Lucky once the dog gets a hold of him, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't look very lucky there, does he?
No, not especially whenever a dog's gonna get a hold of that in North Carolina.
How much did that sell for?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's out the door for $25 plus shipping. So that's it. I got some more packing to do, some labels to print, get these shipped out tomorrow morning, get a ton of video footage edited after today, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.